want to talk to you guys about my April Fool's experience. It's story time. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Beatrice, and today I have a little story to share with you. Let's just say her name. Oh my god, what name do I give her? I'll give her my middle name because I don't want to take anybody else's name. So my middle name is Abigail. So I told Abigail about these pranks like more than a month ago. And so she was already there when I got there. And she's like, oh, yay, you're finally here. We're going to get to working together. This is what me and the manager have been working with. So now you can help us or whatever. And I was like, okay, great. I didn't mention any of the pranking. I was thinking about it. I was thinking of telling her, oh, so today we're going to do the pranking and you're going to help me and all that stuff. I still want to keep the possibility of being able to prank her. And since she said she didn't want me to make a mess with her testers, and I wasn't really going to make a mess. I was just going to take the caps off of the foundations and leave the, any of her skincare just open and laying down instead of standing in its like, display thing to have it like lay or whatever. Just make it look like somebody went in there and like tested out every single product that she had. When Abigail goes to her break, she's like, oh, I'm gonna go on my break. And I'm like, all right, enjoy yourself. And I was doing my work. The manager had actually ended up leaving and she was at the registers. And actually, no, she went to the office to work because another manager showed up to take over basically like the floor, to be on the floor. And she goes, okay, well, I'm going to be in the office if you guys need me. And we're like, okay. And then the other manager was focusing more on like the mass products and on the registers because that was what she was going to do that day. And, we're really good at like teamwork. So everybody has like jobs to do. Everybody's not going to be doing the same thing. So anyways, I had decided, instead of leaving all of the testers open, I had decided to do something different. It's going to be easier to clean up and all that. So, anyways, here it is. I'm at work. April Fool's Day. And I'm pranking my friend in Clinique, putting tissue paper everywhere. Supposed to be cleaning today, so I'm making it look like I'm cleaning. I'm just leaving tissue everywhere, making it look like flowers or whatever, because she said she didn't want me to leave all her products open. So this is just easier for her to clean up. Even if she makes me clean it up, it's easy. So let me show you. I barely did anything. It's just tissue paper. But I think this is enough. I think that's enough. After all of that, after she came back from her break, it was like the rush hour, what we call it. Well, I call it rush hour. Because all of a sudden, it's just like everybody just walks into the store all at once. Everyone in the neighborhood is in the store and everybody needs help. Everybody is shopping. Nobody knows what they want. And I'm just like back to back, like with somebody. And they like have me like running over here and running over here, especially the people that come in with the pictures. And they're like, oh, I need this and I need this and I need this and I need this. And I'm like, okay, that's over here. And that's over here. And that thing's like all the way over here. Let's walk over here. And then she's like, which one do I need? And I'm like, oh no. I want to see her reaction. Okay, so she just found out that the tissue paper was everywhere. And she's like really mad. Oh my god. She's been helping somebody, so I probably won't be able to get her reaction, which is fine. She's helping someone, so we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know. Then I hear her call the manager that we're working with. And she's like, do you know who did this? Like, look at this mess. And I was like, no, oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that. I'm gonna kick your butt. Oh my god. I was upset.
I know, because you told me not to leave all your testers open, and then I was like, okay, this is
You knew about
still
it.
gonna bother her. No, she didn't know.
Oh, she didn't know?
No, nobody knew. I didn't tell anybody.
I'm like, oh my god, who did it? Who did it? And that lady, you know this is April 1st. I said, okay, calm down. Oh my god.
Well, we could use that to clean up.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm like, we're gonna use those clean up.
We are gonna use it.
Oh my god, I didn't see this.
Oh, a lot of time. Let's do this.
Oh, really? Don't be sorry.
But it's easy. All right, so as you can see, she was totally fine with it. Oh man, she just didn't know that it was an April Fool's joke. No, she didn't even know it was April Fool's Day. I was like, you remember, right? We were talking about it. It's all good, right? And then she's like, okay, I see you. All right, okay, I see how things are gonna be with us now. And I was just like, I'm sorry. And I was apologizing. And then it's like, my sister was like, why are you apologizing? It's a prank. You're not supposed to apologize. It's a joke. And I was like, well, I don't know, because she genuinely got mad. I didn't know what to say. And the Christian in me was just like apologetic, you know? It's like, I can play around and have fun with you, but I'm still also the nice little person I am. Anyways, it wasn't like that prank was a big deal anyways. But, it gets better. We worked for like an hour after, you know, the whole prank and everything. Like, we continued working. And she comes up to me and she goes, the general manager is calling you into the office. You're in trouble. And I'm like, what do you mean? But I didn't act like that. I was like, oh, haha, very funny. And I was like, okay, no problem. I'll just go over there, whatever. And then she's just like, she was still very serious. Like, and I was like, okay, that was weird. And the thought just crossed my mind. Did she tell her about the prank? Am I in trouble about the prank? It was harmless. I promise you, I'm not going to throw away those tissues. I'm going to use them. Oh my God. I hope I'm not in trouble. And when I walk into the office, I sit down and she goes, please sit down. And close the door all the way. And I was like, okay, sure. And the office is very small. So I'm like, closing the door, trying not to get in the way. And I sit down and I look at her and she's like, give me one moment while I finish this email. And she's like, starts typing and she's like finishing something. And she takes out some papers out of a folder and she opens the fold. She takes out a folder out of a folder and then she like puts the other thing away and she puts the folder in the front and she opens it. And she's just looking at these papers, and then she gets really serious, and she looks at me, and she goes, well, Beatrice, it's been very nice working with you. And then, I promise you, in my head, I was about to reply to her, oh, it's been nice working with you too, thanks. I was so dumb. And then I just kind of looked at her like a little bit like I hesitated because in my head, I'm like, how do I answer that? Like, that makes no sense. Why would you say that to me? Because she was new. She just started out. I knew her from another store and she was like just promoted into that position. So she was new into our store and she's like, it's been nice working with you. So I'm like, oh yeah, thanks. You too, you know? But I didn't say anything. I just stayed quiet and I was like, I didn't know what to say. And then she just starts laughing. She goes, no, I'm just kidding. You're not fired. And then I was like, huh? Then I was like, oh, ha. Out loud, I said, oh, ha, yeah. oh, that's good. What? In my head, I'm like, what just happened? I don't get it. I'm so slow. Anyways, apparently she just called me just to review my year. So anyways, when I'm walking out, I immediately think, why did she tell me, just kidding, you're not fired? Did she like tell her something? Did they have this planned or whatever? And I said, I'm gonna get her back. She was trying to be pranking me back. She was trying to prank me back by saying, oh, she's calling you, you're in trouble. And so I was like, I can do it better, girl. And I'm walking towards her and I'm trying to get my eyes to tear up and trying to get really sad. And the esthetician sees me and she goes, what's wrong, Beatrice? And I just start cracking up in front of her. And then she's completely confused. And then I squat down on the floor because I don't want anybody to see me. And she goes, what's going on? And I'm like, ugh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to prank this girl by making her think that I got fired. And I was trying to cry until you spoke to me. And now I'm laughing. And I don't want her to hear me coming up to her. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna get back to work. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And so then I get into character and I go up to her and I'm like, oh my gosh, she just fired me. And she goes, what? And I'm like, yeah, apparently she saw the whole prank on the camera and she said that I can't do things like that. And I was recording and she got mad at me for recording and she says that I got fired. How did you know that I was going to get fired? And she goes, I didn't. And I'm like, but you said that I got in trouble. Did you tell her something about the prank? And she goes, no, I didn't tell her anything. Are you serious? And I promise you, guys, I wish I was recording at that moment. I wish I could have found a way to record her because all of a sudden I feel the esthetician coming closer and the way I'm talking to her and all that, I literally almost started sobbing because I got way too in character. And then I was like, no, I'm so sorry. No, I was kidding. I didn't get fired. It was just a review. I'm so sorry. This went too far. Like, I almost started crying. And the esthetician's like, yeah, I heard you. And I was like, uh-oh, let me, uh-oh. And the girl was like, are you serious? And she kind of started cursing at me and I was like, I'm so sorry. And she hugged me and she almost started crying herself and she goes, you scared me. Why did you do this? And I was like, I don't know why it was so easy to prank you versus everyone else. I could have just done a harmless prank on. I ended up doing this horrible prank on you. And she just like hugged me so tight and she was just like, oh my God, I hate April Fool's Day. And I was like, I hate who I've become today. I'm so sorry. So that was my April Fool's Day experience. If you if you liked my story, please leave a thumbs up below.
Okay,
I just
well,
say
see you in the
thanks
next
for watching.
video.
I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
This is my sister Beverly, the one I told you about that we have another channel.